Today is the 9th of February 2023 and this is what happened in the last week of AFL. Mason Redman and Jake Stringer have had to be separated at training during a marking contest. While there's no video footage available, you can see that Mason Redman is quite angry at Jake Stringer. Not sure if we need to read too much into this, but this happened in late January. So whether there's a bit of tension between the backs and the forwards at Essendon, who knows? I guess we'll find out this year. Last week, we saw Darcy go off during training for a hamstring injury. Collingwood have revealed that he'll miss up to 2 weeks of training after suffering only a minor hamstring strain. This is good news for the Pies. The dual Brownlow medalist Nat Fyfe from Fremantle has decided to take a step back from the leadership role at Fremantle. This opens the spot for someone like Alex Pearce, Andy Brayshaw or Caleb Serong to take the captaincy. And it looks like Nat Fyfe might play a little less of a role in the midfield and probably play more in the forward line in the 2023 season. After the 2022 Grand Final, Tom Hawkins underwent foot surgery for a lingering foot injury. This looks like it might delay his start to the 2023 season, where the Cats will be facing Collingwood on March the 17th. Tom Hawkins has stated that in his mind he's aiming to play round one. Whether or not that happens, he's not entirely sure, but he's doing his best to finish his rehab and be available for selection for round 1 2023. Newly appointed North Melbourne co-captain Jai Simpkin has left the Wednesday's match simulation drills with tightness in his left hamstring. Simpkin limped off midway through the second period, clutching at his hamstring before heading into the rooms. He later returned to do a series of run-throughs along the boundary line, but the club medical doctors decided to put him on ice and he was only able to watch the remainder of the simulation match. North Melbourne state that he will be fine to continue training next week and will be available for week 1 selection. After playing in the number 44 at Hawthorn, Jai Newcombe, after 18 months, has decided he will take the switch to the number 3 role. This is a pretty big deal, as we know Sam Mitchell and also Lee Matthews were number 3, so looks like Hawthorn are putting a lot of effort into Jai Newcombe. Let's hope he can pull it off. Christian Salem from the Melbourne Footy Club has been moved to a modified training program due to a thyroid issue. This isn't the first time that Salem has had this issue. Salem actually lost 6 kilos during a flare-up just after he was drafted in late 2013 and in 2016, and he didn't return to the senior side until round 23. Let's hope he can get this under control so he's available for round 1. Otherwise he may be missing a lot of footy this year. Just before Christmas last year, Tom Lynch underwent foot surgery and is nearing full fitness and being able to train with the main squad. Star defender Nick Vlauston has also recovered from cracked ribs, among a few other small injuries at Richmond. It looks like it shouldn't be too long before Richmond are back at full strength. Zac Williams from the Carlton Footy Club, his season is over before it even began as he suffered an ACL injury. He will undergo surgery this week before commencing his rehabilitation. This occurred during the training during the week. Feel very sorry for Zac. I've also found a few little interesting TikToks on the AFL players from their or their club's accounts, and one pretty funny one from, I'm assuming this is Gil's son, who is a big Saints fan. Also, I think Noah Balta might be missing round 1 by the looks of what he did to Dimma. As always, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next week.
Hey Dad, who's winning next Brownlow?
Can't tell you, already know.
Who? Steele? Yeah, Steele.